What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Welcome to Northern Life here with Briggs and Ryan on this Friday, the last Friday here before Easter Sunday. And I know I'm excited to have some just huge ham dinner, a bunch of slices of ham and a little bit of mashed potatoes and hopefully some Easter candy at some point as well. Do you guys have big Easter plans for this weekend?
I hear my mom is making a chocolate cake.
Whoa!
Yeah, she was like, it's not very Eastery, and I'm like, I don't care.
That's awesome.
It's delicious cake, so I'm
Cut it in the
excited
shape
about
of an
that.
Easter bunny or something.
Oh, that would be a good idea.
There we
I'll have
go.
to give her that idea. Yeah.
Adding the La Savages to my weekend plans here. Maybe Sunday I'll stop by.
Hunter, yes, comes on through.
Get a to-go container. I'm going down to see my mom for her birthday, which was yesterday.
Nice.
And so see everybody should be a good weekend.
Good.
Yeah.
Big food?
Probably big food.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm here for.
Big ham. Today here on Northern Life, we'll be talking about Easter spending expectations before the holiday weekend. Plus, we officially have a new Cadbury Bunny to show off.
Interesting. We're also going to be sharing our top 5 Friday lists. We're going to talk about the top 5 celebrities or just people in general who we'd like to meet, and they could be either dead or alive. So we got some very interesting lists, very interesting combination of folks. And staying on the topic of famous folks, it's been a big day in music. Beyonce is dropping her brand new country album. Back during the Super Bowl, you might remember, she released 2 of those singles. The album, titled Act 2, Cowboy Carter, is the second of what is anticipated to be a 3-part project.
Interesting. So is she actually getting play on country stations? Is that how this is working?
I think so.
Like
as far as I'm concerned, I believe so.
Listen to our media partner, Cat Country, and you hear Beyonce on that station?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
Maybe. I have yet to hear like her. This is what is it called?
Texas Hold'em. Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, I have yet to hear that on the radio, but I've played it so many times on my Spotify. So I know she's getting plays on Spotify.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
I think it sounds good.
I know, I haven't listened to the album yet, but I'm anxious to see if she, the Jolene song, to listen to it, and see if she redid Dolly Parton's version and kind of spiced it up a little bit.
Is she actually singing with Dolly Parton on the
I
song?
don't know.
Okay.
So we're going to have to listen after this.
We're gonna have to pull up the album after the show.
There we go.
Check it out. But I feel like a lot of those artists, maybe even like Taylor Swift too, they're good at adapting to like what the kind of current trend is or trying new things that people will end up liking. Taylor Swift started country and is now more like pop.
She could be the best at that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, she's a
Seriously.
genius when it comes to that sort of thing. And Beyonce's very good, obviously, too. So even anybody that can stay in the music business and be relevant longer than 10 years, I'd say, has made it. They've been fantastic.
Yeah, and totally change, their normal routes. It's so cool to be able to have that flexibility.
Yeah, I think you're almost 10 years in the music business.
I'm not relevant, though. That's the problem. I wish I was relevant.
Are you going to get into pop soon?
Gotta switch it up, start doing some Bruno Mars or something. Is that big nowadays, or is that still 10 years ago?
That's probably still 10 years.
Dang,
You have a Taylor Swift song, though, don't you, that you know?
We
Did you learn
sing.
one?
We did "Lover" for a wedding out on Madeline Island. It was an awesome song, and we still get requests for Taylor Swift. And they're like, "This band doesn't know Taylor Swift," and then we go into "Lover," and they're like, "Oh, they do." Kind of weird.
Surprise. Keep everybody on their toes.
Exactly.
Well, now to something that likely made my entire week seeing this online. It was so awesome. We love our longtime viewers out there, so thank you for always tuning in. It's always cool to meet new viewers as well, and so we can confirm Northern Life is in fact an international show, apparently. So Amer commented on our YouTube video recently saying, "I live in Karachi, Pakistan, so I don't know how or why YouTube recommended this show to me, but I had a great time watching it." And that was back when we did the Duluth Art Institute story. And so Amer said, "Love watching the painting segment that you did."
Okay, that is so. We're Mr. Worldwide, apparently. Let's go. We had someone. Was there somebody in France too, or something like that watched us, or maybe not?
It was like UK or
UK.
Yeah, I think UK.
So now we got Pakistan too. That is really cool news to hear.
Clearly, our algorithm is doing us some favors.
Yeah.
Our YouTube algorithm, sharing it all around. Love to see it.
Don't even have to pay for advertising so far. So love to see that it's getting around. So Amer, if you're watching this episode now, thanks for watching.
Yep.
All the way from Pakistan. How about that? Duluth, Minnesota, USA.
So cool.
Right here. And apparently it's fine to have water during the day. Change the topic.
I think so.
Little shift there.
It's cool.
probably
I think it's
good.
cool to have water during the day.
is.
But why not make some, as people are calling it on TikTok, sexy water?
Okay.
Okay.
That's what content creator Kelly Grace May is calling her practice of adding ice, fruit, and both powder and liquid supplements to her H2O in an effort to boost her health and bring a bit of fun to that hydration routine. As for what a dietitian had to say about sexy water, an electrolyte mix is recommended, but there is no need to add the other things, such as I know she adds collagen to it and stuff like that. So
Sure.
I think it sounds like the dietitian says just drink water. You know, you can put fruit in it, probably electrolyte mix, but it doesn't need to be too sexy.
Okay, just a little sexy.
Yeah,
not
just
too
a little sexy.
Okay, that makes sense.
I always like, adding stuff to my water though, because I get bored drinking regular water.
Yeah.
So especially the fruit, that's a really good idea. Put a little strawberry in there, like a lemon, to like let it sit for a while, and then you get that extra taste. Yeah, that could be good too.
If you're rolling up in the hotel lobby and they got that big thing of water and they got fruit in the water, that's good stuff.
You know you're staying at a 4 or 5 star hotel right there.
You're
You got
fancy.
that. Yes.
I also checked with my boss Ben to make sure I could say that word on air today. So I got pre-approval.
Good.
FCC's not going to come after us.
Yeah, I think we're okay for the most part.
Well, staying on the theme of water, 7-Eleven has announced a new collection of sparkling waters. One of the flavors is going to be called the Big Bite Hot Dog. The sparkling water combines the taste of hot dog into one refreshing beverage, ketchup and mustard included. More details on the availability of the Big Bite Hot Dog flavor are going to be revealed on April Fool's Day. Okay, so clearly an April Fool's joke.
Yes.
The hot dog water, and thank gosh, because I can't think of a flavor of water that might be more gross than like hot dog
Sounds
water.
disgusting.
Not worth a try?
No.
Well, I mean, it might be worth a shot.
Listen, I eat hot dogs enough. I can try it on my own if I want to, but I'm not gonna.
Just the water that you boil the hot dogs in or something. Ew.
It's all milky.
I know. We have to be on the watch, too, for a lot of these companies on April Fool's Day, Monday, I believe that is, putting out some kind of fake little products to test us.
Yeah.
There's your warning.
Be careful out there.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, coming up, which famous person would you want to meet? We'll talk about ours after the break here on Northern Life. Thanks for being here.
Hey, we're rocking and rolling on this Friday, and it's time for our top 5 Friday lists. And this week's prompt comes to us from Briggs LaSavage.
You're welcome.
Who are the top 5? Did you say welcome?
Yes.
Thank you, Briggs.
You're welcome. You didn't say thank you, but you're welcome.
Briggs' question. Who are the top 5 famous or notable people you would like to meet? And so let us start with you're welcome,
Cool.
Briggs LaSavage.
I put number 1 on my list as Taylor Swift, because who wouldn't want to meet Taylor Swift? We were just talking about her. Extremely influential and just like a genius in so many respects. Musically, marketing herself, and her team.
Fashionistically?
Oh, absolutely.
I don't know if that's a word, but yeah.
It is now.
Songwriting. Yeah.
Songwriter?
Yeah, she really has it all. So to meet Taylor Swift and learn a little bit about how her mind works and would just be fantastic. So I'd love to sit down with Taylor Swift.
Are you one of those that gets nervous around celebrities? Like, would you be able to talk to her, do you think, if you saw her?
I've never met a celebrity that it's like celebrity enough that I think I would have been like, a little bit nervous. I don't know if I'd be able to like go up to her and be like, Miss Swift.
Tap her on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
I think that might be beyond me, especially for someone to the caliber of Taylor Swift.
Sure.
Yes.
My number 2, Katie Couric, or I'll say, or Gayle King.
Oh, sure.
I love them. Inspired me, Katie Couric especially, to start my career in news. My mom and I would watch her on the Today Show when I was growing up, and I was like, I want to be like Katie Couric. So to be able to sit down with her would be awesome. Number 3, I've got Kirk Cousins.
Wow.
Anyone really from the NFL, but I thought Kirk Cousins because I really enjoyed his just personality, his aura on the Netflix series Quarterback.
Yeah.
He just seemed like such a nice person, a really well-rounded guy, but also just like incredibly successful. And it seems like, puts his money to good use.
Even after he left the team?
Even after he left
Wow.
the team. Yeah, I would go down to Atlanta.
You don't want to meet Sam Darnold or
Not yet. We'll see how the season goes. Maybe I'll add them to the list. And then number 4, I've got Princess Diana, just a very influential figure, of course, for women. So would be very interesting to meet her. Paved a lot of paths for people. And then number 5, Jeff Probst, the Survivor host. One of my favorite TV shows, so just to learn a little bit about what life has been like for him through these like almost 50 seasons of Survivor would be incredible, and how the show has changed.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can meet him while you're actually on the show
I
someday.
hope
Wouldn't
so.
that be cool?
That would be very cool.
Oh my gosh.
I think, Hunter, you're up next.
I do. So most of my people have been taking that dirt nap for a long time. I got a lot of dead people on my list, but Number 1 is alive and well, and that's Billy Joel. That's my favorite singer-songwriter of all times. The rest of them are all dead, unfortunately, so my chances of meeting them in real life are pretty slim. And Billy Joel, let's be honest, is 73 years old. He's getting up there a little bit. But Elvis Presley, number 2, I think he's just one of the biggest icons. Also, probably one of the most handsome people in history. Like, not
Elvis?
What a stud, right? What a stud.
I don't see Hunter McCullough number 2.
I'm not a celebrity. But number 3 is one of my favorite singers of all time as well, Frank Sinatra. Nobody cooler than Frank Sinatra, in my opinion.
Cool cat.
Yeah, it's got the Jack Daniels in his hand, walking around and singing and doing that sort of thing. I love Frank Sinatra, and he's just got a great voice. Number 4, Otis Redding, one of my favorite voices of all times, has so many great songs, and I'd love just to hear him sing To Me or something like that, like in a private concert or something. I think that'd be
Fancy.
pretty cool.
He's the guy that sings Sitting on the Dock, right?
Yes, and so many others too. He's great. And then John Candy. We both love John Candy.
John Candy.
He's one of my favorite actors of all time, and I kind of identify with him a little bit. You know, he's an actor and out there in the world, and that's me,
you,
I guess.
That's you.
He's kind of Canadian. He's kind of got that voice.
You're Canadian?
Yeah, I'm northern Minnesotan, which is kind of close enough, right? You know, so I love John Candy.
John Candy's got a lot of good movies. Uncle Buck.
Oh yeah.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Just watch that one. That one's really
Great Outdoors.
good. Yes, classic. How about you,
Movies.
Ryan?
My top 5. Who did I put as number 1? Denzel Washington. Speaking of
nice.
actors, I think when it comes to when you see people who are at the top of their craft and they do it so easily and so well, I think of Denzel Washington.
Really?
Every single movie he's in, he's just kind of himself. He's obviously playing a different character, but he's still like Denzel Washington in that movie. Love
Do you
to
have
see
a favorite
it.
movie?
I do love the movie Training Day. Probably not a family movie for the kids at home. Training Day is a fun movie.
Okay.
And number 2, Luke Combs, big country music fan. Luke Combs just has an unbelievable voice. And if you're listening to this, if you launch an acoustic album, I would buy it.
Whoa.
That would be I would make so much money.
That's probably all he needs right there. Just knowing you would buy it. He'll probably release right now. Yeah.
Just get out there and do it, please, for the rest of us. Number 3, the Augusta National Grounds Crew. So the people who are taking care of the course where they play the Masters, which is coming up. It'd be fun to meet them and learn how the process works to make it so beautiful and fantastic. I mean, it's just a stunning golf course. Number 4, Archibald Clark West. I had to look up this name.
Me too.
No longer with us, sadly, but he is the man behind the creation or the launch of Doritos. So, big shout out to Archibald for bringing that joy to the world. And then number 5, The Rock. The Rock as well. I feel like a lot of the Rock movies maybe aren't the best movies, but The Rock's just such a cool presence. And I think he has a really cool social media presence too. And he seems like he does a lot of good. And, it'd be fun to get a workout in with The Rock. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Did you like him as a wrestler back in the day?
I did too.
Yeah.
Loved wrestling as a kid.
Yep.
Hey, coming up, we're talking about Easter Sunday spending, plus huge family news for our nation's famous groundhog.
Easter is coming up this Sunday, and consumer spending is expected to top $22 billion with a B dollars. According to the National Retail Federation, the price of cocoa surged to an all-time high this past week. This means you could be paying more for your chocolate in all the stores out there. I'm a big fan of the big Easter bunny every year, or like the chocolate bunny, whatever,
Not just the guy dressed up in the suit.
not the actual Easter bunny, but
I'm a big fan of the bunny.
Yeah, I like he's cool too. But I also like the marshmallow bunnies or whatever. So if I have to pay more, I'm going to do
Are those
it.
like Peeps?
No, I hate the Peeps. Okay, Peeps suck. I don't know what to say, but Peeps are not good. You got the marshmallow, the chocolate on the outside. It's like elongated kind of thing, and there's marshmallow on the inside. It's really good. We should try it sometime, maybe on Monday or something.
Sounds good, yeah. When the candy is discounted and you don't have to spend as much as they're talking about, right?
Yes.
There we go.
Smart move. Pro gamer moves, I'd say right there.
Pro gamer moves. So I am heading down this weekend to see family and celebrate my mother's birthday. And a few days ago, it looks like the family got together to dye some eggs without me, sadly. But guess what, guys? I got pictures.
Okay, there we go.
I got some pictures, and they made us a Northern Life Easter egg.
Cute.
So I was like, well, hey, how about that? You love to see that? I got the Northern Life writing on the left with a tree on the right. My name is that green one in the middle right. And I know little Bridget has a name somewhere. on
I
those
love
Easter
it.
eggs
Those
as well.
look great.
So I loved making Easter eggs as a kid. It was something
Yeah.
about the smell of like the vinegar.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that smell.
A little nostalgic
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I
Are you
love how
guys-
they got the tree on there too.
Are you guys big fans of boiled eggs too? Like
Hard-boiled eggs?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah.
I loved them as kids too. So like I put a little salt on there, and so got to eat all the hard-boiled eggs your heart could desire.
Salt and pepper on it.
Oh.
That's some good stuff.
An
good.
Easter tradition,
Yep.
yeah, putting down some hard-boiled eggs. Well, a few weeks ago, we were showing off a few of the contestants for this year's Cadbury Bunny contest, and now we officially have a winner. The 2024 Cadbury Bunny is a 2-year-old raccoon from South Florida. He's adorable. I love him. His name's Louie.
Louie.
Yeah, I love human names for animals, especially raccoons. Louie the raccoon is going to soon make his TV debut in a Cadbury commercial. The win also comes with a $7,000 cash prize. Do you think he's someone's pet? Is he someone's pet?
He's gotta be.
I would assume so.
Yeah.
Unless they like found him in the wild and like put ears on him and then took a picture of him again.
He's been eating
That would
my
be
garbage.
risky.
He's been eating my garbage for 2 years. Might as well get some money out of him.
I've seen a lot of TikToks recently of people that like are becoming more friendly with raccoons. That's probably not advised.
Yeah,
Probably
no.
not advised out there.
I
They
think
got the claws, don't they?
yeah, I think they're kind of mean. They probably bite. I do follow, though, on Instagram some people who own a raccoon,
Yeah.
and I don't know how legal it is. Maybe it's fine.
They look kind of cuddly. They look kind of like cuddly like a koala.
Especially baby raccoons. They're very cute.
Yeah.
But a little feisty.
Probably not recommended to find one in the wild.
No.
You know, go through the steps first.
Sure.
Adopt one.
Happy for that one, though, being
Happy-
a Cadbury Bunny.
Happy
That's
for you, Louie.
Very cool.
Good for Louie.
That's good stuff. Well, I know Groundhog Day is behind us, but apparently Punxsutawney Phil is going to have his hands full. And that's because his wife, which I didn't know was a thing, Phyllis, has just given birth to 2 healthy baby groundhogs. That's according to the Groundhog Club. The names of the young groundhogs have not yet been released, and the infants are with their parents at the Punxsutawney Memorial Library in Pennsylvania. And if you go out to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, visitors can see them through a viewing window.
Oh my gosh.
How about some baby groundhogs? That'd be cute to go see.
Yeah, I looked up a little bit about the wife, and
Oh.
it doesn't say when they got married or like what kind of ceremony it was or anything. I was
Must not have been a legal document.
Yeah, right?
What in the world?
Imagine that.
Oh,
I didn't know that Punxsutawney Phil was married.
These are his first kids, the website said, the Groundhog Club website, so you know it's official.
Yeah. Hopefully he's getting some sleep. Get some sleep out there.
There we
So,
go.
so, hey, after the break, we're going to talk about the fun stories we're excited to share with you next week.
Welcome back. Coming up Monday right here on Northern Life. Ryan and I got to take a yoga class over at Svellia Yoga in downtown Duluth, getting some good stretching in as we worked on connecting our mind and our body and definitely not pulling anything. I was a little bit tight, so that felt really good to be doing that.
Well, you said you had a good time.
Oh, and my brain literally felt so awake afterwards. It was the best thing ever.
It was good stuff.
Felt good.
This looks relaxing right here. Hunter fell asleep, maybe?
I literally was asleep. I was asleep the whole
I had to
class.
kick him awake.
Oh, too funny. Can't wait to see it. Then coming up on Tuesday, Hunter takes Ryan to a martial arts gym in Duluth's Denfeld neighborhood where he earned his white belt. Very impressive, Ryan.
Yeah.
And he learned a few self-defense moves along the way, too. So
Next time I razz Ryan, he can do a little karate chop on me or something.
Yeah, watch out, Hunter.
Right?
I'm prepared. I'm ready to go. Yeah, I lost. Yep, there's my outfit a little bit. You know,
Nice.
showing off for the camera
You look
a little
official.
bit.
What a
super
stud.
official.
Yeah, I know. It was a lot of fun. So the start of next week's going to be a good time. A little yoga mixed with a little we learned to punch with 2 fingers on each hand.
Yeah, 2 fingers.
Could you do
Yeah.
it the board
Yeah,
thing yet?
we did kick a board, so you're gonna watch that. It wasn't a very thick board, but still fun.
That's
Stay
okay.
tuned.
Still counts.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for joining us this week. We'll see you back here on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.